Morning guys, hope you're all doing well. Tuesday morning just now. I thought I'd come in to the workshop and film this video for you guys. Outline a few updates to the channel, to pipe making, and a few other different things that are going to happen over the next couple of weeks. First off, regarding pipe making, I have now transitioned into becoming a full-time pipe maker, for the short term at least. So most of you will know that pipe making has been a very enjoyable and well achieved part-time role for me essentially. And I've started going on just over 3 years now, building it up slowly, just doing more pipe making, year on year, making slightly more pipes as my skills and knowledge expand, which every pipe maker will agree. You only ever expand your knowledge and skills on a daily basis. You never go back. You're always learning. Doesn't matter if you're a new pipe maker or you've been a pipe maker for 30, 40 years. You're still always learning every day. And so essentially, it's been part-time for me for the last couple of years. And my main role is marketing, as I've done for a good few years. Currently now in the position where I've moved position and I'm seeking new positions. So for a relatively probably short term, next couple of months, I am now essentially a full-time pipe maker. So that will be interesting, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, if you're interested in my pipes, expect to see a bit more pipe related content, probably pipe making related content. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll hopefully probably see a few more pipes than you might normally would. Normally there's only one a week, but I'll probably try and get to 2 or 3 a week on top of the commissions I have. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how long I am a full-time pipe maker for, among other things, of course. But yeah, end of the day, I'm not really sure my output. I think if any of you caught the few minutes the pipe article that came out about me the other week, last week actually, the feature on our website, I said that kind of my annual output of pipes is between probably kind of 50 and 75 pipes, which is probably accurate. It's about a pipe a week to sometimes a pipe and a half a week. It depends upon the time, if I've got commissions on top of availables at point in time, so on and so forth. A few different factors. So I've never been and I never will be a pipe maker that has kind of large quantities of pipe output. So I can't imagine you'll ever see me make 200 pipes a year. That's just not something that I plan to do or want to do. I like the way my pipe making is, where from a yearly output it's under 100. It'll probably remain under 100. But yeah, so exciting new experiences to come. Again, I imagine it's only going to be for the short term, not a long term, unless it really went well. I imagine it will be just short term, full-time pipe maker. But yeah, will certainly be an adjustment, and we'll be interested to see how it goes. Regarding pipe making, this week's available will be the St. Patrick's Day pipe. I mentioned it on my live stream a few times the last couple of weeks that I did plan to do a St. Patrick's Day pipe. I don't normally celebrate kind of Halloween or Christmas or any other kind of special day or occasion or celebration a year. But since St. Patrick's Day, last couple of years I've made a St. Patrick's Day pipe because I think it has a good connection with pipe smoking. And a few other aspects I think tie in well. One being the colour scheme of St. Patrick's Day is of course green. And I don't often make too many green pipes, but I always like a green pipe. I think they're very striking, and they offer a unique a unique kind of coloration and take on pipes. I've done quite a few over the years. I've done all green pipes. This will be a green pipe, that's for sure. And if I'm able to get it done for this weekend, it is of course in time for St Patrick's Day, which I think is another 2.5 weeks or so from today, I believe. And then when it comes on to tobacco, there's been an interesting development with HU. So Hans Wiedemann, the man behind HU, had said that all the blends that were made by Dan Tobacco would be discontinued and they would not be reproduced under COP. Well, things might have already taken a turn, which is not the best thing, I don't think, positively for the brand. He posted on his Facebook, I think it was only yesterday, new artwork for, I think it's called Moroccan Bazaar, if I'm correct in the wording there, which was a tobacco made by Dan Tobacco for HU. Popular blend, but again, it was one of the ones that had been discontinued. Now that's been coming back under COP. It was the same name, but completely different artwork, which means at the end of the day, it will be a slightly different tobacco, because assuming he continues with what he said prior to the separation from Dan Tobacco, is that he wouldn't create the same blends to the exact curation, because they can't. The way Dan Tobacco and COP make tobacco is slightly different, and the leaf that Dan Tobacco sources is different too, to where they might be a close representation, but in the day, it's the same with Escudo, it's the same with Balkan Sobranie, it's the same with a few other iconic blends which have kind of lasted the test of time and have went from manufacturer to manufacturer. Although the base components might be roughly the same, each variation changes in flavour because they're made by completely different companies. So yeah, we'll be interested to see once that comes out, for the people that have experienced Moroccan Bazaar, to actually kind of compare them to see if there is a big difference, if there's no difference at all, or if it's a kind of a completely new take on the blend. But yeah, I hope it is a new take on the blend. It's not an attempt to completely recreate it, because again, like I said, kind of, it was his words towards the end of last year that he would be discontinuing and not brought back because of a few factors, in particular the main two, the leaf that Dan Tobacco sourced in particular that were in those blends, and also the way Dan Tobacco processed, blended and manufactured their tobacco. It's different between every manufacturer. So yeah, we'll be interested to see where that goes, and I'll be sure to update you guys on any more developments around that, to see if they actually do plan on bringing back any other blends. Again, I did say that if they were to bring back different blends, they would have to change the artwork. I knew that was the case, because I think there would be some rights towards Dan Tobacco probably concerning, like for example, HU Flanagan, the artwork of Flanagan, so on and so forth. But yeah, interested, because although it's worked in previous times where a brand has went from one manufacturer to another and they've recreated the blend, that it's worked, I never like when a brand does that but it keeps the same name. Obviously when it comes to Dunhill and Peterson, that was different because it was made in the same factory using the same tobaccos that they had previously, so there was no difference there. But when you go from one manufacturer to another, there will always be a difference, no matter what. Even if they source the exact same leaf, there will always be a difference. To where, if they aren't rebranded completely and they are just the same names, just different tin art, I will be interested to see how they compare, because I think it's a bit of a shame to kind of continue on blends that are the same. Again, I've got no issue if they create completely new names. I know, for example, Watch City Cigar, although it's a different scale of company and business. I know Ernie Q has said on a few occasions that whenever there were blends that they couldn't get the leaf anymore, they would just discontinue it straight away. They wouldn't try and recreate that same blend using different leaf, because although he said that there was one time he came close to kind of creating something very similar, he wouldn't want to have it under the same name because it's not the exact same. It might be close, but it's not the same. To where, I can't remember what blend it was, but he essentially discontinued the old one and reissued a new one under a new name, as it was essentially a new tobacco. It wasn't the exact same. It might have been very close, but it wasn't the same. So yeah, interesting to see where that goes, and like I said, I'll keep you updated on any more developments there. And then lastly, regarding cigars, I know many of you in the YTPC enjoy a cigar. I've had the idea that I might try next month and start a monthly Zoom where we can sit back and enjoy a cigar. Again, anyone that smokes a pipe is welcome, as always. But I know that although we're the YTPC pipes, I know the vast majority of people I interact with also enjoy their cigars. So yeah, that's just an idea I'm starting to float. I haven't decided if I'll follow through it entirely, but I think I probably will. And again, something that isn't every week, probably just once a month, is easier to maintain and manage. So again, keep posted for that. And then yeah, as always, if you're interested in my pipes, these are the two I currently have available. This week's rusticated Lovat with black acrylic stem, 9mm filtered, and then we've got this non-filtered black rusticated straight brandy with copper band, which I actually went back and changed the photos on the website of that because the original photos made it look a bit more silver, whereas if you can see, it is that kind of copper brass colouring. But yeah, that being said, I hope you guys take care. You have a great rest of your week. And also, if you haven't seen my giveaway video, it is now live, went live yesterday, outlining how to enter. Very simple. And again, the giveaway will close next Monday, which again I believe is the 4th of March. Hope you guys take care. Have a great rest of your week. Cheers.